We can use this disc and see where it takes us. You weave the spell in the air. It floats lightly over to the disc. It strikes, and an explosion of light obscures everything. Eventually, the light fades, but what reappears isn't at all like what was there before. Your surroundings are completely altered. The only thing that remains is the disc, but its color has changed to black. The base of a massive branch, shielded by leaves, is home to a dragon. The branch extends over the chasm between the trees. You appear on a wide branch. The somewhat weather-beaten Sartan stands in front of you. Behind him, you notice a gigantic reptile, something you've heard stories about but never seen. A dragon. Zifnab looks smugly at you. Hello, patron. Before you do anything rash, I must inform you that we are both under the watchful eye of my pet dragon. He turns to present a monstrous reptilian form stretched out behind him. Zifnab looks concerned, then kicks the dragon's tail. Wake up, you stupid dragon. I've got a bogey at 12 o'clock. Unfriendly fire, traitor in our midst. Slowly the dragon opens its huge eye and regards you. The look it gives you says, I know he's a little excitable, but he's mine. Touch him and you'll answer to me. Then it closes his eye and starts snoring. Whenever I really need him, does he help out? No, he sleeps. It's enough to make someone go out and get a cat. Zifnab turns back to you and laughs nervously. Well, since you're already in my home, I might as well be hospitable. Coffee, tea, a push off the branch. Sometimes these texts, it's kind of hard to read. Well, who are you? I'm Cortex, the thinking machine. No, wait a second, that's not it. I knew a moment ago. Oh, that's right, I'm James Bond, Agent 007. I've got a license to kill, so you better keep your distance. He pats his robe repeatedly with both hands. Somewhere I have a lighter that it can obliterate half a continent. Either that or take your picture. This is a joke. Zifnab is pretty close to Fizbin from Dragonlance, and that's why he's completely crazy. But no, you've got to be the wizard. Ah, that's just my cover. You were fooled, huh? Can't blame you. I'm the best in the business. Quit fooling around. I know you're Zifnab. Oh yeah? Well, what kind of name is Haplo? How do you know my name is Haplo? Your name is Haplo. Glad to meet you. I'm Zifnab. He grabs your hand and pumps it up and down. You didn't answer my question. Why, you just told me when you introduced yourself. You'd better start paying attention to the conversation if you're going to learn anything. Try to keep it together. I need some information. Well, let's see. I have a piece of microfilm lodged in my inner ear from my smoking days, but I can't really talk about that. How about the weather? Pretty sunny, eh? Actually, talking about the weather isn't quite as interesting when it's always the same. Okay, why you're talking to the children about racial harmony. The races have never been closer to tolerating each other. Especially the children. If I can impress upon them the importance of peace, they may achieve unification. Okay, what's this dragon? He's my pet dragon. I met him shortly after I came to Pryan. He took a liking to me, so I decided to adopt him. He told me that he embodies good in the wave. Doesn't make any sense to me. If he's supposed to be the personification of good, then he wouldn't be so lazy. What's the wave? You know, it's when a portion of the audience lifts... Oh, I don't really care. Do you know what that evil thing was? No, I don't really care. Where are the other Sartan? I don't know. Have you seen them? I figured that they've been hiding from me all this time. Some joke. I turned my back for a couple of years, take a little moonlight stroll, and they all go away. Well, it's not funny. This last part is screamed into the air, not directly at you. I found a group of them on Arianis. They were in crystal coffins. Of course they were. The unification has yet to take place on Arianis. When it does, the coffins will open and the Sartan will come out to help the Midge. No, you don't understand. I did something there and the coffins opened. All of the Sartan were dead. Zifnab's face goes ashen. He stares right at you, but you get the impression that he doesn't see you. They're dead? All dead? How did it happen? How could it happen? Fire enters his eyes and he screams. You did this, patron, didn't you? Somehow your race has struck back and killed us. Admit it. You're wrong. Zifnab breathes heavily. Of course, your people were in prison when this happened. You couldn't have had anything to do with it. There's something else out there. How long have you been here alone? I'm not alone. I've got my dragon. I've got the children. I don't need more than that. But it seems like a long time since I've seen any of my people. A long time. Where do you think they could be hiding? Well, I left them in the Citadel when I went for a walk. I assumed that they'd be along, but they never came. I haven't seen them since. Why are you here? I don't know why I'm here exactly, even though our policy is non-interference when it comes to the unification. I felt I had to help it along. It's been so long, and the Minch have never been so close as they are now. Okay, where's the Pryan seal piece? Ah, the seal piece. Your lord needs it, huh? You know, there are better uses for it than what he intends. What do you know about my lord? Oh, nothing. I'm sure he's a wonderful fellow. Life of the party kind of guy, am I right? I'll bet he could show me a card trick or two. How do you know what he intends? What do patron lords usually intend after they've escaped from thousands of years of imprisonment? You think maybe he wants to conquer the realms? Reform the world to enslave the masses? Nah, nobody's that antisocial. What uses? Interested? Well, back in the old days we had plans for those pieces. Big plans. Plans that make other plans look really small. Really huge plans and important. Woo-wee. You don't get any more important than those plans. That's how we made it. That's how we made plans in the old days. Big and important. Well, what were your plans? What plans? Okay. Alright, don't get in a huff. Where did we put that piece? Didn't we build something to put it in? Oh, that's right. It's in the Citadel. How do I get in? That's a toughie. No one can get in. In fact, it was designed to keep everyone out. I certainly don't think any exceptions were made for angry patrons. Of course, after unification, anyone could just walk right through the front door. Alright, so I had to make all the races get along, huh? Well, it's not quite that difficult. We set up a test to detect when the races started to get along. We gave each a symbol, a golden sword to the humans, a golden staff to the elves, and a golden hammer to the dwarves. If a representative from each race places their symbol upon the door to the Citadel at the same time, it will open. The three races must do it together. He gives you a serious look. One man with all of the symbols wouldn't be able to open the door. Okay. I don't really care. Let's talk about something else. I think I've had enough. I don't know. Where did you get these transporter discs? They're just something I picked up, rather handy, don't you think? I had to plant the white one in the ground to keep the children from wandering off with it. I wouldn't want to appear in the middle of a campfire. If I didn't have them, I'd have to rely on my pet dragon to take me everywhere, and getting him out of bed would blow a whole day. As far as I know, there's no other way back to the nearest tree. Alright, I've had enough. Well, I can't say I'm sorry to see you go, Haplo, but take care. You have many trials ahead of you. The fate of the world rests on your shoulders. I'm gonna take that. You're welcome to take that disc. I can always get my dragon to ferry me back and forth. But unless I miss my guess, you don't have a pet dragon. Without the disc, you're going to have to find another way back to the other tree. Alright, we're gonna... Alright. A variety of wildflowers have taken advantage of the pocket of soil here. Rough-hewn stairs lead up to the tree. Alright, let's see. Yellow flowers? Blue flowers. Alright, so that takes me there. Where's that take? There's a branch there. There we go. Oh. You You grab the clothesline and swing over the chasm to the clearing in the far tree. When you get there, you tuck the end into a crack. This is a clear, flat area nested amidst the branches of this giant tree. You see another tree over a narrow but deep drop. Yeah, okay, I already know that. Let's go back. Actually, you know what? Let's throw the disc into the maw. You heave the disc into the bottomless maw. In seconds, it plunges out of sight. Alright. Wait. That's not going to work. Let's go back down to this. Let's use our transportation spell and see where that bottom of the maw takes us. You stand in a root ledge right on the edge of a massive web. In the center, a gigantic spider sits patiently. Okay, there's a corpse, trees, spider, pod, gold staff, but the creature is as big as a house. Venom drips from its wicked fangs and compound eyes scan back and forth. It sits quietly, patiently in the center of the massive web, surrounded by pods which contain previous visitors to its domain. The whole effect is rather unsettling. Papery hives are attached to many of the trees surrounding this pit. Nasty flying insects crawl in and out of them. Well, we do have something with fire. Let's throw that. As soon as you touch the hot ember to the massive hive on the tree, it bursts into flame. In surprise, you jerk your hand back and drop the shell containing the ember into the web below. The air erupts with the nasty, stinging bugs that had made the hive their home. Alright. Alright, let's use that, since I like sweet things. With a grunt of effort, you heave the jar of marmalade at the spider. It strikes dead center and smashes open. The marmalade splashes all over its disgusting body. You can smell the sickly sweet aroma from here. The insects are immediately attracted by the sweet smell of the marmalade-splashed spider. As one, they swarm toward it. The center of the web becomes a flurry of activity. The stinging insects swirl around the spider as it thrashes in agony. Soon, the one-sided battle dies down. The spider slumps onto the web in death. The